Bruce, could you come in here for a second?
I could have used a little more cowbell.
Round and round we glide on a blockchain dream. Pixels shimmer soft in a laser beam. Mining through the night for the gold unseen. Crypto tides lift high in a digital stream. Patterns twist and gleam on the candlestick glow. Whispers weave through markets in a hopeful flow. Hold out as the waves of the prices grow. Fortune hums alive where the dreamers go. We're trading in circles, can't slow down. Weaving up a future in this crypto town. Zeros and ones make the world spin around. Every coin we hold's a treasure found. Oh yeah, yeah. Every coin we hold's a treasure found. Light glows warm on a virtual shore. Ether's quiet blessings we can't ignore. Skies stretch wide through a digital door. Chasing dreams that shimmer, craving more. We're trading in circles, can't slow down. Weaving up a future in this crypto town. Zeros and ones make the world spin around. Every coin we hold's a treasure found. Oh yeah, yeah. Every coin we hold's a treasure found. Spin the key in waves like a fortune's reel. Dreams take flight in chains with a hopeful feel. Blocks rise high, turn the unreal to real. Crypto lifts me high where the tides reveal. We're trading in circles, can't slow down. Weaving up a future in this crypto town. Zeros and ones make the world spin around. Every coin we hold's a treasure found. Oh yeah, yeah. Every coin we hold's a treasure found. We're trading in circles, can't slow down. Weaving up a future in this crypto town. Zeros and ones make the world spin round. Every coin we hold's a treasure found. Oh yeah, yeah. Every coin we hold's a treasure found. Yeah. Market hums high, I'm feeling light. Crypto circles float through the night.
Yo, yo! Guru's call, I'm in the game tonight. Yo, yo! Bought the top, now I'm feeling the fright. Yo, yo! Hey, I jumped on his hype, that cocky guru's grin. Flag to the upside, he bragged, thought I'd surely win. Coin spiked high, I'm the king for a sec. Then the chart flipped, now I'm a nervous wreck. He's flexing on streams, I nailed it again. I'm stuck with the peak, losing all
tonight's show is brought to you by some good ass coffee and little cowbell. Nothing goes like good ass coffee like a little cowbell.
Is that good, hobby? Can I do it? I can give me a real job one of these days. Good.
Well, gobble, gobble, gobble. It is gobble time. Sean, can you hit that button, man? Can you hit that button? Kind of jonesing for a little button hit right now. Ain't no buttons being hit right now, Sean. I'm just saying. Sean, can we do it?
Jesus, bro.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just say thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, frogs and squirrels, welcome to Late Night Crypto Road Dog. So glad to have you here joining with me tonight. Thank you so much for spending your time here with me. Watching Bitcoin bouncing off this little area here with this trend line I got drawn from our very local bottom here, 110, coming up to just this wick, and now to this little wiki area right here. I did. She was more a little bit like this, but I said, there's a wick down there. Well, looks like we're going to have to utilize that little guy, that little wick right there. Makes a nice little, more parallel channel that way. So, cool. As long as we can bounce from here and recover this area. But it kind of puts us back to this, looking at still these same targets we were just at. We lost this little guy. I really we need to hold that one, but it was cool to get up and test it and even get above it. This is where we were going earlier today. This was about 10 o'clock this morning. Why, this was right on up to about 11, back when about where the flag boys are out doing what they do best, which is calling flags to the upside there. And this is about an hour later when, well, that flag didn't really go nowhere. That's where I have a trend line right here. This one broke. That was kind of cool. Came back and just perfectly retested that as a form of resistance. If you were watching trend lines, you would have seen that was some resistance there. And if you carried your trend line over and paying attention to this idea here, that would have kept you out of another way that would have kept you out of any of that silly flag business, because breaking that trend line kills those flags. It just kills them. It just I'm a dead flag. So and then we kind of came down and did our little bouncy bounces, and I thought we might get some traction here, but we didn't. So it made me look stupid. That just gave us another trend line to when we did actually we got some traction there, right? But she lost it, and that trend line kind of helps us to something's not working out right, and definitely losing this one. Anyway, I like trend lines. I just like to go over that. Trend lines are something that saved me many times from getting caught up in some of that silliness that often gets called at these points where it's just so easy, man. It's like, oh man, I missed getting here. Wow, I can get in here and then we can keep going. Yeah. But it doesn't always happen. There's usually, to be honest with you, there's usually a fib involved a lot of times. And if you pull a high to a low, you might be able to recognize it right here. She got a little bit above that little 786, but not enough to get that next one there. So that was a nice bigger rejection that we had there for Bitcoin. Not horrible. Hey man, we're making higher lows from this 110 area. We just came down after identifying this. I feel a lot better about it, seeing the moving averages that we have here on this small 15-minute time frame. See that we're bouncing off of some of those guys. I normally watch this on the 6. I think I hit the wrong button. Yeah, this one looks a bit more familiar to me. Down here on the 6 minute, and of course I'm looking at the old Lucy line here. That's this little red line here that we call Lucy. Look at our price structure
Baller
right
alert.
here.
Make it rain.
This is cool. We got those little tweezer wicks coming down right there. Are you trying to come down right now? Are you trying to break that 9? That's so cute. Look at you trying to break that 9 moving average right here. Anyway, that's a good sign, especially when it's right there on the old devil girl above 800. We got a chance this can stick. And I know this looks like a scary candle, and this is where a lot of them little scalp traders are like, oh my God, I'm out. I can't do it. And they're going, I'm sorry, I'm just being silly. I would expect some support after seeing this and what we got here. Let's see. I wouldn't expect it to come all the way back down here. It can, but I would expect a higher low here on the small time frame as we try to confirm a local bottom here. Hopefully a higher low than what we had over here. Looking over to the left, you can see we're just bouncing and testing this little area right over here. Kind of cool. Right through there, we can draw a little horizontal line, goes right over to it. That's a good little area. We can hold that. Make a higher low here and see if we can get back to the top of the actual channel here, and that's around 112 or whatever. Hopefully this time, this is what I like. This is my favorite part of the whole thing. Well, I zoom out just a little bit, and it doesn't look as impressive when we zoom out on the 1 hour, does it? Doesn't look as near scary either when we do it. But if we are looking for local patterns, and this is where we started. What if we connect these little guys right through here? I'm just kind of ignore this guy right now. I mean, he's very important, but we'll just kind of make him a little less important, just so we can see this little local pattern we got. I've got 3 touch areas on one side, 3 touch areas on the other. Makes it a very valid pattern. And if we do bounce off of here, looks like we might be able to come up and finally hit this target at 113.4. Again, retest it where we nicked it the other day. Looked like we were having a chance to go retest it today, but we didn't. We got rejected off of our bigger 236 fib area, which we were looking for there. So she went up and got one of our little target areas, and that's okay if we get rejected there. It sucks that it's a lower high though, so we got to watch that. We could be making a lower low, but we're going to kind of see what we can get, what kind of traction we can get on this trend line here, because we could also make a higher low, and this move just not complete. Now maybe if we turn on Mr. Elliott Wave, Elliott's also, oh man, you didn't break it down the way I was hoping you would. All right, well that works too, Elliott. 3 wave, 4 wave, 5 wave, right? Wow, Elliott, right up. Oh, you went a little higher. Elliott seems to think we're going to touch this guy over here at 114.2. I hope we do, Elliott. I really do. A higher high would be that. It is what we need. But Elliott, I was trying to hope you break down this little wave right here. Now what the hell you saying? You on crack, Elliott. This is why we don't hang out anymore. Here we go. We come down a small enough time frame, it's actually going to look at this little wave that we started here. ABC correction going on after it's made its little 5 waves. So chances are good, even according to Elliott wave theory on the 6-minute time frame, that we're bouncing here too. Well, that's impressive, Elliott. I actually didn't know that until we just saw that there. Well, cool. So that was kind of a scary looking drop there. A lot of people might be nervous and scared. It did lose. This purple line is a GANFAN line, and it's better if we're on this side of it than this side of it. But I think we got a chance to try to come back up here one more time. We've already been over here 3 times, right? Keep making these higher lows. We can try that a little again. I want to see 112.5, 113.4, 5, and I'd love to see 114.2 get hit. And hopefully between now and our next show tomorrow night, maybe we'll get to see that. 18 people hanging out with me. How we doing, everybody? Glad to see you here. Oh,
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
guys, I think I got a good show for you today. I just say it with confidence. We got a great show for you today. We're looking at some altcoins tonight. Gator Squatch has got us a nice little gem pick we'll dive into, and also take a look at the tokenomics and everything on that. And then I got a little list right here to share with you. Some of the things that are getting some steam right now, some of the things that might be down a little bit, and some things, yeah. Some things that should have, according to my screen, are some low RSI areas that look like they're getting ready to do something. So maybe we got a few things to look at that might be of some interest. Some of them we looked at before. Some of them are going to be brand new. Some of these, a couple of these I've not heard of. What I'm also going to do, what I would like to do, is to put my little quest marker in the chat room right there. And let me come back to the chat, bring you guys back down here. 18 people hanging out with me. And right here, submit your coin request for live analysis. Priority goes to members and super chats. To stop spamming so Turkey can see the messages. What? Hey, Gator Squatch, thank you. What's AART? Okay. We'll take a look at that. Thank you so much, Gator Squatch. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you sharing your gym picks and everything with us too. Takes balls to do that, I gotta say. Thank you so much.
All right. Yes.
Well, it's okay. You guys can spam my chat. Actually, it kind of helps the algorithm if you do. I didn't know that when I first started. I'd be on streams and everything, and I'd see the actual shillers come in, and you know, it was a trend, and I've had it happen to me one time. And I understand why they do it now, but they would come in like on a brand new coin or a little known coin. I should check on the one they used to shill here. Can I remember the name of it? Because I've been out of it for some. But anyway, you know, those at one time they would come into a chat, and then just you'd see chats go crazy. And for the little channels that I was in, it wasn't even my channel. I was watching somebody else, Dub Digital. I just noticed the people that regulars there would get a little tiff because, well, and then they couldn't chat as well. But it was actually, I mean, I understand why they did that. They went in to do that, and that would help get the stream more people to join because the chat rate and whatever. But YouTube likes that. The algorithm likes the chat. Sometimes when all the ones get started over here, I can't go back and see things, but I don't have a problem with it. It's just you guys. It's not like somebody's here trying to show some scam link or anything. You guys want to put emojis or whatever. I'm cool with it. It just helps get more people over here. Jim Derringer, how's it going, my man? Good to see you. I was...
Baller alert. Make it rain.
I was thinking about you earlier today as I was looking over on my E-Trade account, and I did pick up some of that. Oh man, why can I not remember the name of it? The ticker was, I think, LYSD, something like that. LYSDY. The minerals thing tied to Ukraine that you mentioned several months ago. I noticed that she's more than doubled, I think, in price there. So nice. Jim says, and thank you. Thank you for that. So UIS and Zeus. Both are, stocks. Let me make a note of that because I'd be looking for, okay, we'll take a look at those. Gator Squatch says, don't underestimate crypto stocks. They will boom too. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a few requests going on. I thank you so much for them. All right, so let's get on to let me go over. I want to go quickly over some of these coins, and then I'll get into the I'll get into the super chats coming here. The first one I was going to take a look at. Some we haven't followed in a while, and probably need do a little update. So we're going to take a quick look at Near. We're going to zoom out on the daily chart. Look like she's had a nice little thing going on the smaller time frames, but we were on the 6 minute, right? So she's moving already, right? So this is Near. Let me get rid of some of these old things over here. That trend line is, well, we can, yeah. Still going to be some resistance there. All right, let's take you, and now we'll put you down here. And I'd like to notice how my candle angles are falling against that from this pivot point over here. And it looks like we got a little something there. I'm going to just figure out real quick and see where we're standing here. Okay, respecting our 618 Fibonacci, that is juicy. And I do have certain targets that I will be looking for based off of just that bit of information right there. All right, take my fib off. Right up above me is I got our bigger Fibonacci area that says that buying below 331 is a juicy spot to pick up near. And once we get back to the areas that we've come from a little bit and possibly higher, say if we get back to $5, a lot of people say, man, I wish I'd bought some back here when it was all accumulating. So in my interpretation, we are bouncing off of a trend line area here. We just established a new trend line. I like to look at things in channel ideas, and I think we got a little bit of a channel idea, and it may continue to form as we go up and probably will shift. And I got no problems with that, but it does point us right back to that area about 335 to be retested. That's what the first target I'd be looking for. And then of course we got an earlier measure move from this falling wedge at 392. We've not made it up there yet. We came close. We came back and made a double bottom. That's another reason why this 335 target is important. It would complete that bottom pattern. So near is looking interesting to me, and I've also got 350 area for another target. So let's keep our eyes on near. She keeps rising. That's another 30 to 35% gains that could be coming over the next, let's give it a couple of weeks here. I'm on the daily price chart, starting to regain our 200 moving average here on the daily. The 50 moving average is bullishly above that. Has not crossed bearishly over it to give us a death cross. So Near's looking like she's trying to do something. She has not broken out from the current possible trend line that she may have yet. Some people will be waiting for a confirmation on that. I like buying as close as I can to here, but $2.60 could be going to 330, 335 for Near. Take a quick look at Solana. And I like you. I think we usually look at you over here on Binance. So this is Solana on the daily above the 9 moving average, so I can't really bitch about it. Looks like we crossed over a trend line there and got a breakout. Turkey's got the yawns. I'll take that one off. It's not really relevant on this time frame. And still looking at that 220 area that we've not tapped. That's our 618 Fibonacci. It's making me wonder, are we going to get rejected there? Because there seems to be a lot of sell pressure there. A lot of people shorting or selling, taking profits here, all these wicks on these candles. I just wonder if we might actually go up there and get rejected and have another pullback. Maybe just back to 190 probably again, something like that. I would not be surprised if we do that. Let's make it a rising, shrinking, like a rising wedge. If we really want to tighten this in right there. But it's also, in my idea, it's got, it's forming a channel. May not have the perfect top of that channel, but the idea is that, well, if she does go up and say we do get to 230 or something, break up above it, and we might see that actually happen there.
Waller alert. Make it rain.
Actually see something like that happen, but it still makes a rising wedge, right? And they typically break down, and that could bring us all the way back down to the bottom of this channel again. So I would keep something like this in mind, because prices do go up, they go down, they get the little corrections there. 2 steps forward and 1 step, or 1 step forward, 2 steps back. We should be 2 steps forward, 1 step back at this point in the game. So I'm kind of looking at that idea that could happen. Still some resistance ahead, but hey man, 230, 220, 230 for Solana. I'm going to keep this idea up there just to see how it plays out. But all right, let's take a look now. This is KuCoin. This is a new one for me, and I've heard of it before. I'm not familiar with it though. I don't think I've ever been in it. So on several exchanges. Oh my gosh, turkey getting sleepy over here. Oh, we had this disco ball going for a long time, haven't we? We're trying to find some altcoins that got some legs tonight, and I don't know if KuCoin is going to be one or not, but we'll take a look at it. Let's go with one of Mexico. Oh, okay, what you got going on in the daily? That's an interesting chart formation. What are you, KuCoin? We might have to take a quick look at KuCoin just to see what it is, because I'm curious. Are you related to... No, you're related on Solana and possibly BNB there. Sometimes I have to second guess these BNB things because, well, they got a reputation last cycle for a lot of copycat coins. Kind of like Solana's doing now. KuCoin is 9 cents. It's got a $23 million market cap, 1 billion coins. Don't tell me what the hell you do. Why don't you ever tell me that over here? It is on Solana. You're on Solana. But you also got BCXCan. So it is related to that one somehow. I'm not quite, I figured there would be another token address. Let's go to KuCoin. It's been around for a while, so I probably haven't heard about it. Initiate your longevity journey pioneer package. $500 mint price, 3,000 spot. What is this? KuCoin ring sporty. So what did we stumble onto? New KuCoin sports ring series, comfortable AI wellness ring available. And what is this? This is weird. All right, well. Well, here's a roadmap. Now, it started 2023. Designed and developed the first KuCoin ring. I've never heard of this before. The only ring I've heard about was crypto related was Tangem wallet ring, which I got the code right there somewhere. Dog save you 10%, but created blueprint AI for coaching model full KuCoin system. Well, KuCoin ring can't actually be a ring. It's got to be a software thing, right? Not a ring. Yeah. Oh, you're such a stupid turkey. All right. Token generation event 2025 is in progress. So I guess we just got the tokens out. Longevity hub. I don't know. I don't know. I'm suggesting that I guess the ring is something like, the NFT. It's weird. Can't figure it out. They did not make this very nice or easy. So whatever that is, but anyway, Tokenmetrics is had it as one to watch. So deviating from a trend line, there might be something here. Man, this was kind of iffy. It is 9 cents. We've already hit that one. I'd be looking at the 14, almost 15 cent area. I'll be looking at these two areas for a higher high. As well as the 12.6 cent area we just got to, but that's not going to be as much. That'd be, well, it's not too bad, 30% gains, but more 48 to 60 possible as we do this. And it's a little deviation there, a little bit of a widening idea, and I don't know if it'll which will win, the bodies or the wicks, but there's a possibility of it making some progress up there. A little new project, not familiar with it. It is on several exchanges. Looks like it's been around for a little while. Token generation event is recent though. I don't know. We might keep an eye on that one. Not as impressed with that. This is SNAI. We looked at this a few weeks ago when it was a moonshot, Tokenmetrics moonshot, and we plotted it. And let's see how she's doing. She was down on the bottoms, down on her luck, I think, or maybe she already pumped. She just went sideways over here. Still an interesting place. Look, it's a flag to the upside. She may have been in that flag for a while. But she gradually lost this little 236 area, so she might be coming down just a little bit to retest this area right here. Let's look if I can get a bounce there. We also looked at Zora. She's been down around what, 7 cents or something? Who's got a good chart? How about you, Mexi? Oh, we've been over here with Mexi. Well, Zora. Yeah, it looks like Zora is still possibly testing that area right there. Let's go to the 4 hour. She's trying to get some support on the 360. It could. Let's try something here. That could happen. That's a local 786 area. Maybe you can catch something here. There is some rounding going on here. So let's keep our eye on Zora. She might be trying to bowl out here. Right above our 618. There might be a wick down there too. There doesn't have to be. She might be trying to do something right over here. Not a great entry or anything that I'm seeing here yet. Just put it on our watch. All right, I might have seen something there earlier. This little guy is just wow. I remember, I think I even pulled it up a long time ago. It was somewhere around $2, and I thought, well, that's already went up too high. And and here it is. Yeah, I think I seen it when it did all of this. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna let that one chill out, and maybe she did chill out, and never got into it. It's $1.24, and now it's $13. And so you did, yeah? I did nibble when she was up here, though. I did. Not very much at all, because this is getting too crazy. This is MYX Finance, one of the hottest tokens right now, exchange token. Between it and Hype, which we'll look at. Now this one lost this trend line, and this is more than likely a bearish retest unless we regain it. Some people will be looking, look, it's an inverted Adam and Abe, but that has never confirmed it, and it can be and it cannot be at the same time. Wow, look at you. This is crazy. Crazy on this one. All right, so, oh, but you weren't there yet. You did not count yet at that point. Okay. So I'm just going to mark out our 236 fib. She's trying to bounce off of it, and if it does break that trend line, oh Lord. Oh Lord, it might be on. She might be headed to like $23. But it would be much better if we could pull back. Honestly, though, I would normally be looking at this guy about 977, but as strong as this went, there's this other guy at the 0.5. And this is where we got that little wick up to that is just giving me, and it's below the cloud here. It would make a lot more sense to touch that little guy if we were going to do a more, you know, correction out of this very strong impulse move. That would be a more reliable one to go with, I believe. But I ain't seeing no sign she wants to stop right now. And if I take my trend line and put it over here, there is something there with those angles. I'm just not, you know, I need some more stuff to see here. Are you really trying to pull this off for real? I mean, I've only got one area here, one area there. So, I mean, I can follow this idea. I just got to put you as a dotted line. It almost touched there. Wow, $13. Really? Did we not bring? Well, darling, ain't that just kind of special? All right, I'm curious to see how this one goes. Whatever's up with that. MYX, man, that one's been strong. Another one's been strong lately, or regaining strength lately. It's been a strong coin, but she kind of pumped up and then petered out just a little bit. But this was hyper liquid. Yeah, it got all the way up to 51 there. Even today, but she goes up and then she comes down, went to 43. That part wasn't fun. This part was fun. This part not fun. This part was fun, not fun. It's been a very bipolar coin that traders should, well, they are loving it. Fun, not fun. Fun, not fun. Fun, not fun. Fun. Or if you're shorting, fun. Long it fun, short it fun, long it fun. I mean, look at the ranges on that. 30% from this area down here, 26%. This is just on spot. You would have to use some low leverage to play that well, but that would make it. Oh wow! So watching this one, it hit our first target area that we had here. Finally, you actually touched it this time. You finally touched it. $51.45 area. Finally touched it. I'm so pleased. We got a little bit more we could squeeze up to, about 52.69, I believe, before we need to think about, oh, we might get slapped down again. Those are some, but we've been getting slapped down there, so maybe it's not going to be too bad. I've also got 61 and 63 that I've been waiting for. Those are some more juicy targets, just at the top of this channel that we, bounced off the bottom and trying to go up to. I want to get some of these old lines and prices and areas we're saying that looks like a good place to get in, off of here. This is a resistance line, and somewhere around 56 up there, wherever we bump into it might have something to do. But right now, I'm just going to clear out all the blockades and let us have a clear shot for that 61 target. Wow, kind of makes you think, ooh, you should be doing that. Makes you think like $52 is just a. Why you even got that on there? So hype looking kind of interesting here. I want to check out the 4 hour on it, see what our indicators are looking like. 4 hours got some, well, she had a red dot there, but it looks like, how'd that work out for you? Not too horrible, huh? I'm just going to let this one just simmer and cook and continue to try to make as many higher highs as we can out of this baby. Would love to see that $60. Keep an eye on this and MYX. And also, this is one, and I'm quite proud of this 19 people hanging out with me, because if you saw me talk about this, we talked about this before it blew up. Again. And she's coming right to our 382 target there. Woo! You almost hit that, really? Do I or can you make it up to 239, 240 area? Probably a little bit too much to ask right now. So this is, let me zoom out on, this is WLD World Token, that one that it does your eyeball, whatever. I ain't married to it, I'm just playing it. But seeing how that little sucker got up to $11 and then she started falling in the $1.60 area, 80, 76 cent area. I know it sucked for it to happen, but I was like, well, let's just double down and go hard then, if we're going to be here. And man, that would be great, because when it was over here at $7, $8, $9, $10, everybody's like, man, I wish I got some when it was $1.50 and all through these areas, right? And here we are back there. Just saying. Already taking out this almost there, ladies and gentlemen. This is the daily. This is the 4 hour. Oh, you're doing it right now. Ooh, look at you. I went to the 15-minute. We got a trend line. We got a flag above it. We even got a wick coming down to it. Draw me another trend line here, and we're deviating from it. We ain't going in the straight line. We're starting to do that curve crap. That curve stuff that gets ooh la la funky. So I'm seeing some good movement out of here, and I hope it continues. Now, she already got started. It's not the best place to get in. You do have a flag breakout here on the 15 minutes, so if you wanted to take a higher risk trade to make just a little bit more, it's not my favorite place to enter in. But if you're already in it, there's a profit taking area right there, 197, and maybe another profit taking area over here, 35% up at 238. And I don't know if we're going to hit that one or not. I hope we do. Hope we do. I wouldn't bet the farm on this one for this little flag to the upside. It could happen. Might not get as much traction out of it as you want if you're trying to go in. This is for the people that are already in it. It's time to get paid, baby. That's what I've been doing. If you're buying here, you might be buying some of my coins, is all I'm saying. All right, so that's cool. And then ENA, we've been following this one a bit. Finally getting her day in the sun here. Pretty sweet. She still lost that big ass trend line, but nice to see it make a higher high there, right? That means not as bad as we think. Is your correction over? Elliot, need you to tell me what you see over here. What the hell does that mean? They got how many? How did you even count, Elliot? All right, I understand this one better. On the bigger picture of things, Elliot thinks that we're working at a 5 wave. Might take us up to 98 cents. Might take us up. I did put your targets over here, Elliot. I even made a note over there that, yeah, we got Elliot's original targets. He's been on this for a minute on the 4 hour. And I got to say, it looks like he might be correct on that. Do you think? So, wow, Elliot. Congratulations. Never came back down to the 382 area. It's holding that 236 fib area. Cool. Elliot. Hey, man, we might grab a bite to eat or something sometime, all right? As long as you don't start talking that crazy stuff or talking in circles. And don't keep talking about the same wave being, it could be a 2 or a 3 or a 4. Yeah, let's not hash the wave things. Let's not talk shop at lunch, okay, Elliot? We could probably do that. 98 cents. I like what he's seeing there. Out of ENA. Nice. Well, I won't add anything to that, Elliot. Oh crap. Did I turn the wrong one off? Yeah. Trey, cool. Now I'm looking at my Fibonacci areas, and I've got a 786 Fibonacci coming in at 108. I'm kind of in between his targets there, but hey, let's do it. I like it that I see some of these altcoins popping up and doing something. Next one I got is Pingu. I've got 2 more to go through after that, and then I'll get to the super chats and our gym picks there. 17 people hanging out with me. This is Pingu. Oh my, were we in a big old flag to the upside? We were watching this curvy line here and paying attention to this 0.5 Fibonacci area, which we made a higher low from, and might be going to be breaking this trend line right here. And I have got a particular measure move from that Fibonacci area up to 6.6 cents. I think we talked about this we probably looked at this last night. And there's a bigger cup and handle idea that has a target at almost 9 cents there. So this might actually be a cup and handle, folks. Pingu on the 4 hour. Just saying that breaking out from this area could give you a nice 90% gains to the first target. I don't know if I can measure up here. Could be 156 gains to the second major target there. Here's one called ATH, Aether, and I think we looked at it here before. It's been requested. I never got into this one, but it looks like it might be having a pretty good day. Let's see. Bybit's got it. Let's check it out on Bybit. Oh, snap! It made me feel so sad. I didn't get it. It's right there. We up. I didn't get none. Man, I could have went up 73%. It's fell back now about halfway, which is about normal. 30%. That's wow. We gotta throw some respect on this one after that move. That was pretty impressive. Why? I want to zoom out to the daily, and you're like, well, that ain't all that much, but it is. And that's what a nice little bottom looks like. It doesn't look so good until we get that big ass candle that takes us back up here to test this little butt crack area of that double bottom, right? Beautiful. Let's throw a few fibs on this little guy and see what she's up to, from the swing high down to our swing low. Oh, look how beautiful that was. If we only got here earlier, we could have had a target sitting there waiting for us, saying, there's our next target. 5.3 cents. I don't know. She could keep on going, and then we'd be looking at our next little target area right there. Let's come down to the... But it looks like there was a wee bit of rejection right there with that guy. And that's where we found it's about halfway. So I would wait and let this one chill out, but we're close in this area. I would expect us to come back and just your standard support resistance TA right here to come back and retest that area there. Maybe this one down here. And just pulling a local fib there. Swing low to swing high. We're already at the 0.5. Now that is an area she can catch. Big impulse move, pull back to the 0.5, and we could bounce from here. Do we have any signs of it? Come down to the 6 minute. It might be getting something. So let's watch and see what happens here. There's a lot of different scenarios that could be happening. If it's really bullish though, bouncing from here will be a good one. And it might be just, you know, working for an M pattern. It's got a lot of things it could be doing here. I'm not going to be your flag to the upside guy saying jump in right now. You got to watch this little guy. She might need to chill out, but nice pump out of that. And this is IKA. I don't know what this is either. It's on Gate.io. Oh, jeez. Well, that pumped and then dumped, so
make it rain.
I guess we won't have to look at that one. IKA. All right. Well, so this one sucks. All right, now I'm ready to come over and let's do these super chats, and I'll get to the other super chats that just came. Gator Squatch says ETT is up 50 cents. Your gem from 3 weeks ago. We'll come back to that, Gator. All right, so let me first get to A-Art. That's Gator Squatch's coin over here that he mentioned tonight. All Art Protocol number 2282. Market cap is 723,000. It's got a circulating supply of 3.6 billion. Total supply of almost 5 billion. It's at 0.0002. It's on Radium, so a lot of these are not on Dexes a lot of the time. So you have to give them through DeFi. So Radium, Uniswap. No, Uniswap doesn't have. Radium's got it, and Orca's got it. Let's go check out this web. Can you tell me what you do? It's token unlocks. So a lot have been unlocked already. That's a good thing. The All Art Protocol marks an advanced in digital assets and NFT technology. It innovatively combines enhanced standards, embedding license rights and creator economies, aiming to fuel digital assets adoptions. Redefine digital ownership. By storing industry-specific metadata on-chain, All Art Protocol introduces superior NFT standards to set the stage for widespread NFT usage across various industries. We've not seen a whole lot of hype around NFTs at all this cycle. It was very big last cycle, and for mostly the wrong reasons. For most of them, oh look, we can put a picture on a centralized server, hook it to a decentralized token address, and say that you own it when really you don't. You own whatever address is associated with that gives you the picture. It's kind of weird, a little misleading, but using it for keys, using it for firewalls and things like that, or paywalls, giving you access, like using it. I have one that I use that gives me access to Tokenmetrics, and they're more premium stuff from an NFT, and I like that a lot better than paying a damn subscription every month. Okay, so this is, I'm not trying to diss NFTs, but they're not. It's explored in 2025 thesis. All right, so we may be trying to start up the NFT stuff again. Last cycle, I just thought that really took away from everything. It's kind of like how meme coins were taken away from all the good coins earlier this year. They just sucked all the energy out of it. And then Trump coin came and sucked all the energy out of the meme coins, remember? I mean, just sucked it all out. Let's take a look at the chart. Chart's what really matters there. AART. And Gate.io is gotcha. Let's see what you got. Okay. Chart looks... How are we doing over here? Well, let's zoom out. Let's go to the daily. Alright, so... Definitely on the bottom, but now she's starting to move, so... First sign of life in a while, and it did make a higher high, so... Okay, so she may be getting some traction. So this one, you got to have the nerve and conviction that you're buying something that's definitely on a bottom area. 0.0001. I mean, get a lot of these for a penny, right? And the beauty thing about it, I mean, if you do risk, you don't have to risk very much. That's what I got to say. You can, because if you risk too much, you're going to be the one making all these green candles over here until I get enough people get into the project. So we do have a first target right here. What would that look like? Sometimes you can get a lot of gains on these things on the move, and sometimes there's not very much. So you need to always check. But let's go say right for where we are now on the daily time frame. We go up to, oh dang. Okay, this is one that can get, that's a 4x, almost a 5x up to that point, to from 0.00019 to 0.001. And that's from our last high to our 236 fib. That's 23% from the bottom up. And that's all that means. Or I mean, from in ratio to proportion from in ratio from the top to the bottom. That's 23% of the way to get back there. She makes a lot of big moves, and I mean, it would probably take a patient play, but that would be interesting. If you got a little bit more, you know, a few dollars, it wouldn't take very much though. I mean, $20. What could 20 bucks do? 20 bucks could become $100 just to that target. Man, if it just got back to where it was, this was, oh, that was March of 2024 there though. That was a year ago. That was almost a year and a half ago. So in this whole past year though, she's not done as much. And in over a year, she's not gotten back up to our target yet. So she's still, it might be a, you know, some might consider it a big ass. She's showing some first signs. We'll take a look at the smaller time frame. Just a risky play. Just got to know that if you're getting into it. And it may take a while, and you have to be patient with it. That's why it's a good candidate for a small bet, in my personal opinion. All right, so risky but not bad. One interesting. So thank you for bringing that up, Gator. Take a look at that. Let's take a look at. Can we get it?
All right. Yes.
There we go. ETT is up 50% gem from 3 weeks ago. Let's take a look at that real quick. Oh man, you're not showing up. Was that was crypto, right? Let's go check out ETT. Energy trade. Okay, yeah, that was the one that's kind of harder to get to, right? Because it's on the Hedera hashtag trade. They got something there on buy now. I think it's the same one. It's got a different thing on it. So now this one says Earth. It says energy trade token. This one says, oh, okay. I guess that's what it's trading against, the pair. ETT against the Earth. This against WH bar, which I think is that's the one that we did look at, if I remember correctly. So I think this is the chart we're looking at. What's she looking like? So, okay, she was down on the bottom and she came up and pumped. We were looking high to low, so this hadn't happened yet. So, yeah, nice. It actually went, where did it go to? I was just doing the 236 fibs. It actually went up to a 618 from high to low there. And then she's come back down and now she's bouncing. So that's cool. This is our, what is this? I think I even said that would be the best thing to look at it ranging through here. I don't know. I'm trying to remember what I said about it. But nice. Okay, so but she is in kind of a little range now, but just need to see her make some higher highs there. That's good. It caught traction. I get that off of there. Caught traction. And looks like she's got a little possible breakout if we can just keep that candle going and open another one over. This is on the daily. Look at the 1 hour. And you can see where she's retesting on the 1 hour. It's nice. It might stick there. Congratulations, my man. Getting some gains out of that one. All right, let's take a look at some for Jim here. Take a look at, well, let me get back over to my screen here. First one, before I do, Jim, LDS. Oh gosh darn it, I gotta pull up my account here.
Anxiety claws, screens a blur of red. Friends cash out, leave me for dead.
LYSDY. LYSDY. And this is over in Stonks. Linus Rare Earths Limited. That's one that Jim mentioned. It's been several months ago, earlier toward the, I think it's earlier in the year, maybe spring, maybe. That's up at 9:45. It was down in the, it was down. It was probably, I can't remember. Shoot, that might have been, I thought it was January. She went up a little bit, she came back down a little bit, and I can't remember where I got in. I can look over here and it tells me though. I got in at, my price was $4.52. So I bought somewhere right through here. She's up at 9:45. That's pretty good, making a higher high. And the trajectory or whatever idea looking here is that we're in this beautiful little pattern, and I've got $11.71 as my next target there, Jim, just in case you're interested. And I'm glad I saw that too. I might need to sell half that position there. It's a small position. I didn't do very much. I didn't have much to work with at that time, free, but that one did very well. Congratulations, Jim. I'll let you know I appreciate that. Let's take a look at see what he's got right now. It's UIS. This is a stonk. Unisys Corporation. This is on New York Stock Exchange. What are you looking like over here? 3-day charts, what we're on, and she's down at a bottom. The same bottom that it had back in 2009. I don't know anything about any of the fundamentals on this, but it's $4.02 right now. Coming down for $492. That's crazy. All right, let me check a few indicators here on the weekly. I found this interesting. So this is a good sign that she had red light, green light, red light over here on Market Cipher. Did that before. Let's mark that. Did the exact same thing right here. As far as that goes, stochastics was down and going up. How'd you do over there at that particular? When was that in your particular history of price movement over here? Are you not going to show me what happened at that time? That was on the weekly, and it took a minute. But after that happened, what happened here? And we were right back we were right in the same areas we were, and that's when it went up to $6 for 50% gains that last time. Okay, that's good to note. Good to note. And we're getting that same setup here again now. I wanted to drive this down to the daily, see what we're. Oh, green dot on the daily. That's cool. That's good. A buy signal. Stochastics going up. I'm seeing some good things on the indicators here. Suggesting she's a little frisky. We got our moving averages over here, and but they can be in some better position. They can have some better stuff going on, but there's a lot of stuff happening here with them right around the $5 area. And my take would probably be that's probably going to be our short-term target there at that 786 fib area at 556, and then also the 618 area. That's where we're actually getting a golden or a cross. 200 crossing negatively over the 360, so we got some stuff to work out through there, but short term we got that idea. And just checking out to see what we got here. So you kind of lost some, it's kind of lost some areas, needs to regain it. If we do this, we do have enough touches to make this a valid line, so this is like a last hope line. Let me see if you line. Oh, you do a little bit better lining up over here than what you had before, though, right? Maybe. That's taking us closer to $9 in there and back up to these guys. So for a bigger picture idea, I do like that. If we look at this, it's got 3 valid touches, so this is a valid trend line that we're on the bottom, so we can make a tighter risk reward play here at $4. But $4 up to there is about 130% if we can get back to 9. It's got a lot of work to do, but we can probably get some similar price action. Just give it a little time, what we saw over here. That looks interesting. Okay. Not bad, not bad. It's at a bottom, and I like buying bottoms. And I didn't draw this, but you know, that's one thing too. You'd be looking for a steep breakout, and it probably will. Yeah, these areas about $5 locally. It's about all we can hope for a short term. But getting up and confirming this double bottom that it's trying to make here, this bigger double bottom idea, that starts taking us back up to these areas about 8. So yeah, I like what I'm seeing. I like things when they're on bottoms like that. Let's take a look at Zeus. It's Olympic Steel. And we'll check it out on... wait a minute, is Olympic Steel or is it North America Mining? I think it was Olympic Steel if I'm not mistaken. Come back over here to the chat in just a second. Going to go to the 3-day over here on this one. We got our pullback. I like where we're catching here on the 666 moving average, 800 moving average. Although the bigger moving average, 200, 360 are above them. They look bullish, meaning we can come back up there. That's about $46. It's like we got about 618, a little under it. I'm trying to reclaim that guy. I'm going to look at 91 for a higher high target on that one. So it hasn't dropped back below 26 since our liberation day, so that's good. Just trying to make a bottom. And the OFib strategy says, hey man, anywhere below $37 is a good place to be accumulating this little guy. That also makes $37 a decent little short-term target. Not that you get very much out of it, especially playing spot. But our next target is going to be this one here, and then this guy over here. So we're looking basically for $44 for our next worthwhile target, in my personal opinion. That'd be a nice 30% gain, and then the next one after that takes us about $55 for 60% gain. So those are the two main targets I'd be looking for out of this particular deal. And it can get even better. That 90-cent target looks crazy until, well, that one day when we see how these patterns just keep on touching the boundaries of that line. Just like, no more locked doors, no more boundaries. You also got this idea here. So where's that coming down? 73. So you may want to have to do a double top, or I don't know how she's going to do here, but it's best if they don't get caught up there and can continue up. But that's one area of contention just to keep in mind. About 73, right where we were before. Going from 33 to 73 is not the worst situation to be in the world. Looking at it on the weekly, I like how that bent over like that. I like that a lot. I like how we're deviating from this, or maybe we're still just in that big ass old channel right there. I like these guys. These guys have been very good to me, these big broad-end patterns. Thank you, Jim, for bringing that up. I appreciate it. Hopefully we got the right one. Let me come back to the chat. Kelly says, I think I've been overcomplicating trading, trying to catch all these false moves, just never waited for the Monday range to set up. It's easy to overthink some of these things and overtrade trying to catch some of these small moves. I think we all go through some of that at some point. But the big thing is, if you recognize it, that's the best thing about it. If you recognize what's causing you some issues, then you can work on it, right? I don't pay it. I mean, a lot of people will play the Monday range and all that as their strategy. It's not my personal strategy. I got nothing against it. That's whatever strategy works for you. Is that the one they're calling orbs? Trying to keep up with all the newfangled stuff. Meet Davian. How's it going, Meet Davian? Glad to see you here. I had a couple of trades that got me 200% or more in gains today. Hey, congratulations, my man. And a few more that got 100% gains. Congratulations. It was a great day for my P&L today. Awesome. It was a pretty decent day. Until they decided to take it all back. What? Where are you doing right now, Bitcoin? Oh yeah, we're bouncing. We're still bouncing, right? This is the chart we're looking at. Look, one of them fun broadening patterns. We just been looking at a lot of them lately, right? Getting one for Bitcoin here, man. 113 could be opening up. So the phone trades might be starting up again. Did we ever look at Total 3 and all that stuff tonight? I don't even know that we did. Did we? I don't think we did. I think we started. We knocked out one of our higher highs up here on Total 3. We're doing what we need to do. This was why altcoins were fun today, or most of them, not all of them. But some of these altcoins are doing really good today. Some of them are starting to gain some ground, and like even Fartcoin over here is getting some love today. It's back at 81 cents. From the depths of 72. Let's get to a bigger time frame over here. Maybe she'll get back up. Maybe we'll get back up in this $1.60 area here. I'm looking right at that 113 area. Maybe up as high as 140. That would be awesome. I just happened to think about Fartcoin. Kelly says I only buy little putchies. Turkey getting sleepy. Why is that? Let me come down to the bottom of the chat. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Road. Okay, let's see. Let me go over and check the fan fund and make sure I didn't miss anybody because a lot of stuff happens. There we go. Ryan K right here. Let's see. Gator Squatch. Tonight's gym was all art. AART. We did that. We also did UIS and Zeus, which look very interesting, dude. And let me make sure I write this down here. We'll just write it on the back here. So we're getting LogX Virtual. That one's doing better. And Pseudo. I haven't looked at that one in a minute. And Gator Squad says ETT is up 50% from 3 weeks ago. All right. And now let me come back to just the live chat and make sure I haven't missed anything over here. Abe says 50 cents and I'll buy some farts. I don't know. We'll see it go down that cheap right now. But I thought the 70-cent area through there was pretty juicy. And I remember when it was going up from like 48 up to 68 and to 70 through there. And I saw a newscaster. Is it China Times, China Observer, or something like that? I watch them every once in a while, and they said, "We're buying Fartcoin." I was like, "Oh, that's hilarious!" And it was at 70 cents. And then when I saw it go up to $2, I was like, "Yeah, you know, he made a good call right there." I gotta say, I think that was just right before I started playing Fartcoin. Peppy Clanker detected. What? What's a Peppy Clanker? All right, let's take a look at LogX. Oh, I don't know what it is. LogX Network. KuCoin's got you. COINEX has got you? Well, let's go to COINEX. Well, look at you for the today on the 4 hour. Ooh, nice. Ooh, if you got in here at half a penny or a little below, man. Oh, let's just go right here. That's up 55%. Zoom out and take a look at it. All right. Well, is this the bottom? Because at some point, this looked like the bottom, then this looked like the bottom, and this looks like it's the bottom. It's nice and roundy. It was starting to round over here too, but definitely completing the round. Let's do a little a little fib magic here, and ooh, gosh darn, did you go there? We're at a 1411 or 1414 fib, a deep ass retracement. We're actually just trying to get past that. We actually got a 1.5 we didn't touch. Not many things touched that one. Gotta say, I don't get to play with that one very often. This one though, since we did come down, and if we can get past, and we haven't went to a 618, so we're between that, this one could get interesting. This one could get interesting. All right, so I got a little bit more hope for this one than I normally would. Okay, let me do one more other thing. Let's also check a little confluence over here. Oh, and you did it to me again. You did it to me again. Same one. That's harmonic. We're gonna get out the harmonica and start playing it. No, that's I'm liking that. Okay, so I would I'm seeing some silly spooky stuff that's kind of out there, but I like what I'm seeing there. Okay. And oh, it's almost, you just went to, what if you just went right there, but you went a little lower? That would have been perfect. That would have nailed you perfect. Well, actually, I kind of like that. If I were drawing the perfect horizontal support resistance, I would draw that little guy. Support resistance flip right there, but she didn't. That's not according to our fib. We actually went a little bit lower than that. So technically, I got to pull this little guy down and go just a wee bit lower, and I want to do that. I want to see how this plays out. This is going to be my red line, and that of course is our first juicy target. And from where we are up to there's 187%. I'm just saying that's the first target I'd be looking for, and then this would be the very next one. And from where we are now on this daily time frame up to there, that's 300% to come back and touch this area that we got rejected from here and was testing it over here. These are the best targets in my personal opinion to swing with on this one. And it may come up and go around this area. It may not even touch this area on the next time. It's possible, right? So we got to consider this guy here and take it down. And we want to look at that 786 area. So we got three little targets right here that we could play short term on this guy. And that very first one at 0.016917, whatever, 0.017. That's about 150% gains right there. And that's to touch this area right that we were at before. So I'm looking for some rounding to go here, and we might get something. I mean, it may be kind of ugly for a minute, all right? So buying these bottoms, it sounds all cool and everything, but it takes patience to play them. And you just kind of got to just throw it back and forget about it. Because it can do, you know, it can come up and make some kind of little, what looks like a butt crack, and come back, and then we start rounding out again. A lot of times what I'm looking for, if we are curving out, this is my secret bottom application pattern over here for these rounded bottoms, and it's basically a type of falling wedge, and then we get a rise. One of those megaphone patterns that we've been playing, we get those guys. That's the setups that I'm looking on these rounded bottom plays over here. And there's a butt crack, and that's a harmonic pattern usually that brings us back down to a 786 886 retracement, and then the fun starts slowly. It's a slow accumulation zone. So that's what I'm seeing for this one. This is on the day. Let's go to the 4 hour. You got to admit, for today, it's had a good day today. And here all I can do is just, I mean, basically just draw our trend lines. It's curving, but no need to take profits or sell until these guys get broken, right? All right, well, hopefully you got into it down here before she went up and you got some of that good gains, because that's 55% gains on that one today. Where did my list go? It went somewhere. Dude, seriously, oh. Dropping everything. Ah! All right, so that was log X. Let's take a look at pseudo, and then we'll take a look at virtuals. This is pseudo swap, and COINEX has got you. I was trying to think, did I have some of this? I got Sweet AI. That's what else making me think. Oh, you went down lower lows. Error. You've been a tough little cookie. So it looks like we were looking at it when she was bouncing here. She went crazy. We did have a bottom. Where were you? Must have been here or something. Anyway, she did not hold these areas, just kind of went flat. So still in our big channel idea. These, I think these are old, I don't know. We'll keep the channel, keep the cannoli. Take the prices, leave the channel. Man, it looks like she's made a lower low. So this one, this is on the daily too. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour finally got a green candle there, but man, whew, okay, so, well, I mean, the resistance is right here. So we got to recover that before we can think about anything, and it's probably going to be a lot of accumulation. So this one's not getting any love. Pseudo swap is not getting any love. What's going on with you? What's your tokenomics look like? $793,000 market cap. 60 million okay, that's appealing though. Maximum supply is 60 million tokens, so they didn't go crazy on their tokens, and that's why I guess why we got 3 cents there. Self-reported circulating supply is 25 million. It's on Uniswap, Gate.io, COINEX. This is it, a marketplace design. Let's see what it looks like. Oh gosh, no, I don't want to. See if we can connect and see what it looks like. Well, I don't see nothing happening. Is this NFT? Something says collections. You got Ethereum, Baratrain. Okay. My pools. All right, I'm not very familiar with this. How do you get out? My card is empty. You can go from Ethereum. Oh, look, different chains. Okay, Barachain base. Arbitrum. Yeah, still not getting out. I'm just trying to get off of here. I'm just trying to sign out. Oh, there we go. Disconnect wallets. Thank you. I always want to disconnect wallets when I get off of a site because don't want to get any kind of hacking going on. And we got the malware thing that you guys are, I think you're familiar with it. I've just learned about it recently in the past few hours here. JavaScript, kind of like a virus going through the browsers. So if you got a browser wallet, they're advising you not to move any coins at the moment. All right, let's take a look at virtual. This one should be interesting here. She's had a nice little day today. She was down at the bottoms of $1, right around $1 again, and now we're at 130 almost. I got a target 145 from something, and we got 170. Let's pull our fibs from where we were in July. And this little yellow line, which it was a 618, is now our 236, and we're above it, and that's good. I'm gonna color code you. So this area 148 is our 0.5 fib from high to low, and it was also a support resistance flip. That's the one I'm swinging with right there, 148. See what can happen there. Let's go ahead and carry this little guy down, and you can see that we got a falling wedgie. A nice big ass falling wedgie. It was in this channel. I'm going to flip you to be white so you can see it better. Now you can see, you should be able to see the falling wedge a little bit better. 68% chance they break to the upside, and that's actually true. That was spurted in the trading group that I used to be in 4 or 5 years ago. 5, 6 years, I don't know. It's been a while. And that guy has died. He's passed away since then, but he would say that, and I thought, oh my God, that's the coolest thing ever. 68% chance this pattern breaks. And man, I was finding these suckers everywhere. And well, that statistic is correct, but then I started noticing that same statistic was applied to almost every other pattern that ever came up. Well, this pattern is head and shoulders, 68% chance. Well, this one breaks down, 68% chance. Well, this one breaks to the downside, 68% chance. And you finally got, man, your math is skewed. You can't be up and down to both sides, 68%. But luckily, you know, I was watching a very bearish at the time influencer or crypto person named Crypto Savvy, who was really good at TA, but he does have a bearish bias a lot. He likes that bearish bias. Definitely somebody to watch when we actually do go bearish, okay? Because he'll probably be spot on all the damn time. But he's a pattern trader, but he's the one that turned me on to Thomas Bukowski, and that's where I got to find out the truth. But somebody just freely sharing some information instead of trying to hover it and not tell anything about where they get anything, take you through Wikipedia articles or... Anyway, but learning who the masters were in trading and the ones behind some of these systems like pattern trading, or who, you know, kind of made their name in pattern trading. Thomas Bukowski actually did all the math and everything and back testing behind them. Wrote the Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns. That's his book. So he wrote the book on it, so I trust what he says. But anyway, just a standard measure move can take us up to 260 on this guy. That would be cool. That was all you were trying to say? The cheat sheet that I found that you do with these little guys. Well, Thomas Bukowski also has a multiplier that you can put onto that measure move to make it a little bit more accurate. And it's to multiply this by 61%, and it's crazy, but that actually just takes you to this right over here. To your 618, basically. So we got those juicy targets to go with here from wherever we might break out. I didn't even wait for the breakout. I just got the 618 because it works. So those are some great little targets to shoot for. $2. Oh, psychological and everything. I think $2 is where I'm basically looking at. I've got a position of this, and she's still a little bit underwater here. It's a spot margin play, and $2 definitely would make Daddy happy. Yeah. Shoot, 260 made Daddy just ecstatic. So virtual, she finally starting to do something. Deviation from this main trend line, starting to show some curves up. Remember, this thing was at $5 just back in January of this year. Just saying. And if we do zoom out, this is just the falling wedge and everything. If we're going back, and just to kind of get our bearings of where we are on the bigger picture, because that's important. Anywhere below 153 is a good place to buy it. 224 is our next major target. And then you got 339 as being about juicy. And so in the bigger picture, that's what we're looking for. 224 looks very, very doable. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin here on the 6 minute and go back to the chart that I've been using. The one we started out with tonight, we're identifying this little bottom bounce area right here, all with the little trend line magic, respecting angles and respecting a few rules there. That sucker might be catching there. And there we are. In this broadening and expanding pattern, which has turned out to be falling wedges, was my favorite pattern last cycle. It's probably one of the first ones that I gained trust in. And you can find them everywhere, because if you fall in love with a pattern, I guess you can actually kind of force it and say, oh look, this is a falling wedge, and I'd see people do this, or make it oh look, see, it's a falling wedgie. If you follow the rules, it's kind of like this, which is just about as good. It's just a wee bit better than the falling wedgie, actually. These megaphone patterns. That's a bullish one. 72% chance that it can break to the upside. This little guy is a bearish pattern, but until she wants to break that trend line, man, she opens up the field. And I am looking for about 113,400, 113,500 to get tested. Hopefully, maybe by Wednesday we can see 114. That would be great. I would like. We need to make a higher high. We got to come take this guy out. So that's what I'm watching for. That. I'm looking for this area here at 112.1. There's a lot of resistance happening there. Let's come over to our liquidation heat map. Well, I've not looked at that. I'm trying to make this a part of my more normal thing, but I just forget about it, honestly, a lot. I'm not dependent on the liquidation heat maps to give me my alpha, but I find it very interesting. So there is a lot of liquidity just to the south to us, is what it's telling us. This is 48. Let's take it to the 12-hour. And there's some, okay, yeah, there's a little bit more up above us. That's where you coming in. 113.3. Is that got conflict with what we got going on over here? 113.4, 113.3. So they may have kind of tried to front run that guy. That liquidation heat map has anything to say. But yeah, we've got a good chance by patterns, by price action, by liquidity to be headed up toward that little area right there. Kind of excited about it. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. 10 people. We started losing some. Don't know what's going on, but maybe I bored everybody. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. See you tomorrow.
It's hard to keep track of all the risks I'm taking. With every trade, there's a chance that I might be faking.
Don't be a grifter, a swifter drifter, a lifter, a coin sifter. Your new song awaits. Ave says bottoms come in all shapes and sizes. They are a sweet admiration of mine. Wait, did I say that out loud? He probably didn't say it that way. Thank you guys. You guys make the channel awesome. Oh, now we got 5 people back. Thank you, Ave, for doing that. That really is a site where you can learn. If you can make yourself sit down and just take it as you get to it. When you see a pattern, look it up there. It's the free version of his basically $90 or $100 book. I gotta say, I use the website more than I ever use the book. Ooh, can't let all them secrets out. You know, I am too. It's actually, I fell asleep. I nodded off before the stream tonight, and then I woke up too late. That's why we're having a later stream. But today, I've just felt really lethargic all day. Seems like we feel that the same times, I guess sometimes. Or maybe we just stay tired all the gosh darn time. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm just going to go ahead and let the little dog wave and say good night, John Boy. Yeah, me too. So maybe it's just something in the... Well, how would you say? Something in the moon, something just... Or biorhythms or something, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just getting very tired all day today. And yesterday. I need to change that. I need to start getting off my butt. Try to make myself exercise a little bit, but it's more try than do lately. All right, guys. See you on the next one. The Dreamer. Huh. Good night, John Boy.
I'll find my way forward. I'll keep on